What's up, Capricorn? Welcome to Let Me Read You Tarot. My name is E. I'll be doing your January 2019 general reading. Happy New Year, Caps. Happy New Year to you. Happy birthday to you, too. It's your season. Turn up. You guys were one of the many signs who had the highest views. So, you know, I said whoever showed me love, I'm going to show them right on back. And it just so happened you fell in that category. So thank you so much, Caps. I really, really appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment if you're new to this channel. Like I've been saying since November, I am new to YouTube, trying to build a little family. So, you know, I try to give these readings freely, and they are time consuming. But I enjoy doing them. I love being of service to you guys. So if you guys can in return, just please either like, share, subscribe, or comment. Specifically like and subscribe. I will be so appreciative of that. Also, if you would like to book a private reading, my email will be listed below. You can reach out to me and we can set that up. And last but not least, if it does not apply, let it fly. I am reading for many Capricorns, so this may or may not resonate with your personal situation. You're more than welcome to find a reader who is picking up on the messages that resonate with your private and personal situation. Also, if you can do me a favor, please use your discernment in the readings, meaning that because you didn't book a private reading, you have to decipher who's who, you know, is it male or female? You know, you have to put those things into play because it is not a private reading. As you guys know, I shuffle before and I cut the deck on camera. Now, your love cards for the month of January says, pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So some of you guys could be in a situation where you are seeing all of the Las Vegas lights. You are seeing all the warnings. But for whatever reason, either you're, you know, dismissing them or whatever you may be doing, it's definitely reinforcing that you need to pay attention to the signs and the signals, because there's something there that's trying to get your attention and let you know that maybe this may not be the best situation to be in, or maybe you need to look further into what someone is telling you. Also, for some of you guys, you have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So being that I'm reading from many Caps, everybody's in a different space in their lives. So some of you guys could really have someone that, you know, you like, but maybe you haven't verbally expressed that just yet. And the angels are encouraging you to go ahead and speak up and say what it is that's on your heart. You never know, right? And then your universal love card is, most people are just trying to survive. And I think sometimes that goes into the 4 agreements. I don't know if you guys ever read that book. I think it's by Don Luis Miguez. Don't quote me on his name. But there's a agreement that we make as human beings, which is we take things personal. And one of the agreements is don't take it personal, because sometimes it's not even about you. You know, sometimes this is strictly a reflection of someone else, and they're just projecting it onto you. And if you allow them to, you will make an agreement that it is you and start to pick yourself apart. Which is probably why your spiritual advice, you know, we ain't going through no month without no spiritual guidance. You have self-esteem. So some of you guys could be going through an issue. Like I said, when people have their own inner issues, if you do not have a strong sense of who you are, you will find yourself allowing them to project their own insecurities onto you, and then you'll start to question who you are and what you don't have and what you need, and, you know, start just dissecting yourself, and sometimes it's really not even about you. Okay, so self-esteem could be a theme spiritually for the month of January. And also your fortune card for the month of January is renewal. This card speaks about letting go of the past, letting go of anger. This card also speaks about hope and second chances as well. But I always say that, you know, sometimes you need to do a ritual, I like to call it, which is releasing. You know, there's a fire in that card, you know, so maybe you need to write a list of things that, you know, you just don't want anymore in your life. Write a letter, release it, let it go into the universe, you know what I'm saying, and move forward and let the universe, you know, figure it out, okay? So like I said, I already pre-shuffled the cards. I cut the cards on camera, so let's get it, Caps. of Wands. Hey. I think if I'm not mistaken, did you guys get this last month? I'm not sure. But anyway, the overall energy is the Six of Wands. Overall energy meaning the root of the situation or the problem. The Six of Wands is that, you know, card of victory and success. This is a card of popularity. You know, being noticed, being recognized, people cheering you on, people wanting to see you do well. This also can be a card of feeling on your high horse. Another reason why self-esteem could be coming in. Maybe you're really feeling good about yourself because people are like kind of, you know, letting you know you're looking good or you're doing good, or, you know, they want you to do good. So this is a very good energy coming in as an overall energy. Caps, really. Eight of Swords. Queen of Pentacles. Well, you guys look good. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. Nine of Swords. Okay, Cap, I don't like a whole bunch of cards coming at me at one time if you've been following me so far. So we're going to start with the 4 cards that's first. We have the Eight of Swords here, which is all about negative thought patterns. This is somebody who always thinks the worst, you know, created a mental prison for themselves. This could be someone who, you know, I always say no one just wants to think negative. You know, I don't know anybody who wakes up and just wants to be negative. Usually something transpired in their life over and over and over again to the point where now they feel like that's always going to happen. So if you've never had, say you've always had a bad relationship and you meet someone new, it's like, oh, he's going to cheat on me just like, you know, the other guy, or he's, you know, he doesn't really mean that, you know. It's that self-esteem, it's that self-doubt. And I think it has a lot to do with external situations that have happened in your life. This is negative thought patterns. And it's crazy because you have these 2 cards mirroring each other, the 8 and the 9, and then right in the middle of the sandwich is you. Okay? The Queen of Pentacles is the bomb. This is my Beyonce card. This is a woman who's very successful, very goal orientated. She, you know, she's very financially well off. She, you know, she's a person that can invest in you. She has money put to the side. She's the one that has the husband, the nice car, the nice house, the labels. You know, she just has her stuff together. But most of all, this is a woman who's really focused on her coin, her goals. You know, she's good, or, you know, she's good with or without a man. You know what I mean? But what I'm starting to worry about is this is for some, this is not for all, Caps. Some of you guys' self-esteem may be tied into materialism. Okay, you may be putting that in the same category, and in all actuality, those are 2 separate entities. Okay, your self-esteem has nothing to do with what label you have on or what kind of car you drive. That has nothing to do with it. It just means you have a nice car. Doesn't mean that doesn't mean you feel like you're beautiful. It doesn't mean that you truly love everything about yourself. Some of you guys could be using materialism as a way of feeling, you know, making that equivalent to self-esteem. But internally, it's like this woman looks good on the outside, but what's going on in that head is a whole different subject. Okay, this is somebody who's extremely worried sick. This is a card of fear, anxiety, doubt, stress. Like literally, somebody is really going through some mental energy, a lot on their mind, to the point where they are extremely stressed out. You can only go to the 10. And this is the 8 and the 9. So you go for, it's like you're progressing. It's more stress going on, okay? Could be coming, the stress could be caused by a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius for some of you guys. 9 of Cups. Number 9 may be very significant to you guys. If you don't know what the number 9 means, just look up what does the number 9 mean in numerology, okay? Page of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Five of self-esteem, like I said, self-esteem. So we have the 9 of Cups here. This is the wish card. This is, you know, something that makes you feel emotionally fulfilled, emotionally happy. You know, this is that card. But This is also the card of be careful what you wish for. So it's almost like something that you wished for, something that you thought was going to make you bring you happiness, ultimately became like what brought you stress, what brought you worry, what brought you anxiety. There could be a message coming to you from a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. Doesn't have to be, but this is somebody that might be expressing that they have a crush on you, okay? And this could be why you have expressed your love. This doesn't have to be you per se. This could be someone reaching out to you, a water sign individual. It also can be a child. This could be your child who is really showing you love and expressing, their love for you. Maybe they see that you're down, because, children can sense things, okay? So maybe they see that you're down. Maybe they see that you're worried, and maybe they're, really like loving on you. That's for, somebody. But I also am feeling like somebody may be reaching out to you, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But it's light. It's not like they're like, will you marry me? This is more so like, can we go out? I think you're beautiful. Let's go to the movies. Something in that nature. But for whatever reason, I don't know if you're really receptive to this type of energy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this person doesn't have what you have, and maybe this is why you don't look at them in that way. Maybe they're less fortunate. Like I said, I was picking up that some of you guys could be basing your self-esteem or your identity around materialism. And so there could be an offer coming to you, but maybe this person doesn't have what you're used to. Maybe they don't dress the way, maybe they don't have the labels. Maybe they don't have the type of money you want them to have, but there is some sort of offer or somebody expressing something to you. I am definitely getting abandonment issues. Somebody has abandonment issues. That also has to do with their self-esteem. And this is probably why they use, what am I getting, When It All Falls Down by Kanye West? The words to that. Somebody needs to look up When It All Falls Down. I'm telling you. Somebody needs to look up When It All Falls Down by Kanye West. Those words just came to me. I am feeling like someone has abandonment issues. And so, this is like deep. Somebody either feels like they're the outcast or they're left out in the cold, the black sheep, the victim, but I feel like there's a lot of insecurities within, but you don't look like you are insecure because you have the nice clothes, you have the coyness, but internally I feel like there is some self-esteem issues, because the Five of Pentacles speaks about lack. Look at these two people. It's a church behind them. But for whatever reason, they're feeling left out in the cold. They don't have enough. They're poor, At least they feel there's no help, they feel left out in the cold, abandoned, neglect. This is self-esteem. This is coming from a mentality of lack. So you feel more when you have things. And if I'm speaking to a specific Capricorn, I want to say that my grandma used to say you can dress a turd up, but it still is a turd. You know what I mean? And she didn't use those words. I'm just being nice. So I just want to make sure that Caps, you are not being superficial, or you're not letting your materialism make you believe that it's equivalent to true self-esteem and true self-love, okay? I don't know who that's for. It doesn't have to be for every Capricorn. It could be for a specific Capricorn. But there's some stress, some worry, some anxiety, and it has something to do with maybe your finances. Some of you guys could be worried because you are getting evicted. Maybe you've been spending all that money on them bags and them nice clothes, and now you could be getting evicted. That's for some. When I say Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy could be significant to some of you guys. Three of Wands. Is this who you're waiting to see if they're going to come back to you? Four of Wands. Cancer is very significant to you guys. So it could be a Cancer season, something around Cancer. I do feel like there is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius individual. I feel like maybe you guys are worried because are you trying to see if this person is going to come back to you? Because the Three of Wands speaks about investing into something, waiting to see if your ships are going to come back, waiting to see if you're going to get what it is that you've invested. you know, back? Is it coming back? And this is a gamble card because we all know, like, once we invest into something, we hope we reap the benefits. We hope it turns out to be prosperous, but that doesn't mean that it is, you know. So either you or this person is waiting to see if someone or is going to return. It does look like someone is coming, but for some reason, I feel like somebody is at a distance from you. This could be a long distance relationship, or whoever you're dealing with is dealing with someone that may live out of town or from afar. I'm also seeing marriage. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing. So there is a reconciliation happening with someone. I don't know if this person used to deal with a Leo, this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, male or female. But I want to say Cancer and Leo season is going to be very significant. Those signs or that season is significant. I do feel like somebody will be reconciling back with you because maybe they went out into the world. This could be their story, Capricorn, or this could be you, put it where it may. Somebody could have left a situation while the other person was waiting to see if they're going to come back to them. And they could have went out there, played the field, dated, you know, went out there and, you know, being a, you know, what they call sowing your royal oats. And maybe they're going to come back to you saying, you know, they weren't satisfied with, you know, what was being offered to them. And maybe they're going to try to come back to you. And I do feel like you are going to take them back. However, I do feel like trust is going to be a factor. Trust. Because you may take them back, but I feel like a part of you is not going to trust them for whatever reason. It doesn't really display why you don't trust them. It doesn't display why this person left. You would have to book a private reading. But I feel like someone went away to go sow their royal oats, and maybe everything, they got a little bored and realized that the grass wasn't greener on the other side, and maybe they may come back to you and return and reconcile. Or this could be they reconcile with someone else, and that's what has you stressed out, Capricorn. I don't know. If you want to go further, book a private reading. But it's either or. It's either they left you and realized that there ain't nothing out there for them and they want to return, or they left you and they return to someone from their past. And it could be someone that they've been knowing for a long time. Someone is married or was married to someone, or in a relationship with someone for a very long time. There's a strong connection either with you and this person, or with this person and who you were dealing with. I'm getting very much Cancer and Leo and Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm definitely getting some travel for Capricorn too. And I will say this, Capricorn, some of you guys could be coming to a crossroad in your life where there's a need for you to make a decision on which direction you want your life to go in. Do you want to continue on the road that you're on, or do you need to make some changes? Either way, with the Chariot being here, this is a card of needing to crack the whip. You know, it's deciding which way you're going to go. You know, one way may be a little, you know, may come with some bumps, some obstacles, some detours. But nevertheless, I always say there's never any wrong decision. You know, it's all about the journey. Okay, so there is no wrong path. There just may be one that may come with, like I said, some bumps, some turbulence. But either way, you're where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there. So you may be coming to a crossroad in your life where you need to make a decision on if you want to move further, you know, on the road that you're already on, or does there need to be some changes that need to be made, okay? Because I feel like externally everything looks all good, but there's some internal work that needs to be done before. This is just the suggestion from what the cards is showing, that there's a need for you to suggesting, if I didn't say that right, sorry, sometimes I just be trying to get the messages out, But even if you were to crack the whip, if you're not going to deal with that inner work, it's just going to follow you. Okay. So you guys are definitely coming to a crossroad where you need to make a decision about which direction you want your life to go in. And only you know what's best for you, Cap. Okay. Like I told the rest of the signs, depending on the views, if you know, whoever has the highest views, I will gift a love reading to you. I love to give insight and help, but I will not just be making them just to make them. It depends on who's viewing them, who's letting me know that it resonates. And those that, you know, the more people that is showing me that it's resonating, I would love to, you know, elaborate and, you know, give you more insight. Okay, so it just depends on the views, Cap. If you get a lot, I will definitely go further into a love. Like if it's love, we will specifically focus on love. Okay, so love and light to you, Caps.